So, thank you again for staying and finishing off, and please don't leave because that's offensive to me. Um, Couple of quick things. I'm watching you guys, San Diego. I can see Dan on his flip phone trying to figure out what time it is. Sorry, Dan. Just a couple of quick things. We're going to do the end of day kind of reminders, and then if you guys want to stick around and do your team time and do all those things, please feel free to stick around. There's not snacks in the back anymore, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Okay, so just a quick thing that's only for everyone in this room. So if someone left, do not tell them this. All right? So I'm going to tell you guys a secret phrase, and if you can remember this phrase for January 19th, right? That's the 19th. Then you get lunch first. You guys ready for this one? Please, and please remind me that we said all this. Ish gives the best hugs. That's the phrase. If you can remember that next time, you're first in line for January 19th. Right, Ish? The best hugs. All right. Anyway, thank you again to everyone for being here. This work, again, everyone knows how important it is. It's important enough that we have Peter Birdsall here to help us. David Sapp from State Board, Eileen Strauss from the State Board. You have Ish from CCE, Jason from West Ed, Nancy from WASC who had to leave, and then all of you, the backbone of the state. So we have to continue to reinforce that. County offices and the people in this room are the backbone of the state. This stuff does not happen without you guys in this room. And I hope you guys all, I know everyone knows it, but sometimes you get to hear it to continue to have that happen. So a couple of things. Our highest priority at CCSESA, the county superintendents, is the consistent, high-quality support that you folks offer to your districts, schools, teachers, etc. So that's going to be the highest priority piece there. A couple of other things. Between CCSESA, State Board, CDE, CCE, we've been working really hard to make sure that all of this work is aligned and to make sure that we're all moving in the same direction. So whether it is the CCEE regional leads that'll be doing work, we're working on that alignment and coherence. The work that's going to happen in January, that's happening for the LCAP approval and calibration, which will be crucial for the reputation of county offices and the overall approach and how we do this work. When we have county offices go off on their own with what's required and not required and works and doesn't work, it hurts everyone. So it's one of those things that we have to make sure that we're on the same page and we keep moving forward from there. And I'm sure all the folks that are working on session 4 are working very hard to make sure that we're getting ourselves to positions to make definitive answers as best we can. Some places it's not that easy, so we have to get help. But other than that, we're working hard on that piece. A couple of other quick things. The January 19th training, still good to go. We did, because we sold out so fast is now an irrelevant term, because some people signed up quickly. We are moving it to a different location to accommodate more than the 200. So if you had folks who wanted to sign up and it said, oh, I didn't sign up on time, don't make fun of them anymore. Now they can still sign up and be good to go. So bring your teams. The more from your team that we have, the better this goes. Team time is a lot more fun when your team is here. So just, everyone knows that, but just we want to make sure everyone's on the same page. Bring your fiscal, C&I, all those fun things. I won't forget that there are links on the slide. Click the links and actually go into them and do what they tell you to do. You can complete before leaving or by Thursday to provide feedback for the January training. Right, Judy?
Right, Efren.
Thank you. And also the data there. The data piece for when you share it. A couple of other quick things. You guys saw the slide earlier about the RFP for students with disabilities. That will be going out relatively shortly. So if you think your county would be interested in that, please let us know. And now go out to the county superintendents from Peter. The topics, for the January 19th training, academic indicator, which hopefully it's done by then, right? Eileen, yeah? It should be good by January State Board. Local performance indicator for 2 and 3. You can see the mock-ups of that on the CPAC agenda that came out, and that'll also come out from State Board memos and do all that. And then the calibration on LCAP approval. This is going to be crucial. I know one point that gets very awkward for everyone is the idea of approval, the minimum standard, the minimum state criteria, and all those things. and the overarching idea that counties have bought into, that in reality, an unapprovable LCAP should never make it to your door on July 1st with the support function of the county office. And I think everyone agrees with that. We're all on board with it. There is the reality that some districts don't want to play along with that component. So how do we help them and move it forward and make the LCAP move from approvable to high quality that can be implemented and actually impact student outcomes? So that's going to be, yes, sorry.
One thing I'll add to that is that we are not printing copies of the LCAP approval manual. So if you want a copy, download and print that before you come. It is linked in the presenter's agenda.
Thank you. And then lastly, a couple of other things. The county superintendents, your folks will all be briefed at well, there'll be an update to the board, but also at the January general membership meeting in Monterey. All the county superintendents will be briefed on what we're doing, and we're going to discuss the same ideas about support and all that. So there should be, from the staff level to director level to assistant soup to county soup, everyone should be on the same page and move that forward. So we're really excited about that. And then I wanted to invite, we've heard how people are using the content from October, November, and then hopefully from today. Just so everyone knows, we did share the October and November district version of the content with the CCE to put in the content library, which will then help you as you go out into to do the trainings and help to keep all that consistent piece. But we did hear, I'm sure a lot of counties are doing this, so don't think that I didn't choose you because I didn't any of that. I just heard about what they were doing, so we want to share one example of a county and how they're taking the information they're learning, taking it back to their county office, to their district. So I wanted to invite Cynthia from Riverside County to share that about what they're doing and give some folks some ideas, and then we'll wrap up. Cynthia.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay, Cynthia.
Okay, I'm between you and the freeway and the airport. So this is going to be a minute and a half, quick little update on how we've been using the materials. And I have to say it's been very, very helpful. We have already planned meetings for LCAP support. We have network meetings, as many of you already do. What we've done is we've taken the materials and we have utilized them in what you would say with all of our stakeholders. So we've taken materials, we've used it within our organization, within our Ed Services Division, to bring us all up to speed on what things should look like. Within our networks, our instructional leaders network, our project networks, all of our different networks, we're also using the slides. There are a couple of things that we've modified for our local contacts, but we're pretty much using them verbatim to go over that information. And I have to say, for those who planned the last session we had in November, that was very helpful and a catalyst for in our planning for January, that we're bringing together not just our educational services people for the LCAP workshop that will be done for districts, but also our fiscal side as well. We'll be co-developing and co-presenting that, serve it as a model from what we saw in November. And the last group that we've utilized it with has been our district superintendents. And we've modified that because they don't need to get into the weeds with all of the details. We pulled out the key pieces that they need so that in their training and in their meetings, they were also able to get a full breadth of what was happening, hear the same things that their staff was hearing. So we're trying to make sure there's a consistency of message and an alignment using the materials we've received. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. And then lastly, just want to say one more time, can we give a round of applause for the developers, reviewers, presenters? Yeah. Kitty in the back for helping us to organize all of this. Kitty. And lastly, we have our good friends, Judy Flores, who's helping to lead, and also the incomparable Sue Stickle, who, as you all know, is leaving our ranks. So, Judy, did I do okay? Perfect. All right, then we are good to go. Have fun, be safe, and tip the waitress.